Hey, what's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Price, man, straight out the West, repping the IE. I'm sure y'all done heard that No Sleep in the City out right now, the new mixtape. You can see that we came far, cause where we from
Ain't no sleep in the city. Ain't no sleep in the city.
Or you probably seen that I'm doing the Peppermint Club on March 8th. What's up, Nyla? We need to talk.
What's going on, guys? Nyla Simone here with another episode of We Need to Talk. And today I got a very special guest in the building, man. We got Price.
What's the deal?
What's up? How are you?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. I caught New York on a great
a good week.
Yeah, great weather week.
It is.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Man, I feel like, we just met literally 5 minutes ago. I feel like I've known you.
Facts.
It's so weird.
I feel like I either went to high school with you or you like my girl cousin. Like,
Something like,
yeah, like
there's some synergy
I
here.
fuck with your energy heavy.
Yo, I love it. I'm happy to meet you. But for those who aren't familiar with Price and all that you do, who are you?
Great question. So, Price, I am a rappreneur. I'm a father. I'm dad of the year for the last 11 years, every year.
Wait. Who nominated that?
Just God.
Okay.
I'm the dad of the year every year for the last 11 years.
That's something my dad would say.
You
Hilarious.
feel me? Exactly. No, but I'm a philanthropist. I'm a writer, producer. I love business. I love black people. I love music. I love weed.
Where you from?
I'm from California. I'm from the Inland Empire, about an hour east of LA.
Okay.
My homie Hit Boy from there. Travis Barker. On the movie next Friday when Craig goes to live with Day Day in Rancho Cucamonga. That's a real place to everybody. And Rancho Cucamonga is the suburbs of the IE. But yeah, that's where I'm from. And it's a lot of people.
Wait, that's the real name?
Rancho Cucamonga is a real place.
Rancho Cucamonga?
Rancho Cucamonga.
Rancho Cucamonga. I'm bodying it.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Boom.
I had to say it low to get it right.
That is hilarious. Yeah, but
all right.
I just moved from Rancho, actually. I had a crib out there. That's like the burbs. But it's cool. So, I'm from the West Coast.
I mean, I can absolutely tell by the music, but I just wanted to know where exactly. And
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been in the game for a while. You know what I mean? So I was in a group called Audio Push for 10 plus years. We were like signed to Hit Boy, did all type of crazy shit.
Fire.
Yeah, we done been all up and down New York selling our SOBs. We done some great shit. And that's still my brother. Like, we still a group, but we just don't make music and shit and ain't gonna make music for a while.
okay.
And I've been we kind of both been doing our solo things. And yeah, man, I'm just black,
You're out here.
colored
Yeah.
spirit that's just thriving and grinding and just looking to grow every day.
I love that.
Yeah.
That last bar is a bar.
Yeah.
Looking to grow every day.
Facts.
A lot of people aren't doing that.
Nah.
But I think that's why we're in the positions that we're in. And I love the fact that you came with gifts. I always love a gift.
Facts. Yeah.
All right? You came with a book
Come on now.
that he wrote,
Yeah.
Lil Larry. I.e. him,
Yeah.
he's Lil Larry.
Exactly.
So tell me more about this.
Yeah, so the book is called Generational Cures, Lil Larry. On the cover, you can see it spells curses. So generational curses, but we got one of the S's whacked out. In California, we call it whacked out, but X'd
Okay.
out.
Is that because of like Whack 100 or that's just...
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, so we call it whacked out. It's actually like a gangbanging term.
Got it.
Yeah, but so we got the S whacked out, and it's a generational cure, to spell generational cures. And that's what I believe, not only I am, and then, my people are, but I really believe a lot of us of our generation truly are the generational cures for the, like, curses in our family. Like, a lot of the people that look like us, we all come from generational curses, period. Like, it's no way around it. Your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, your daddy, your mom, like, somebody is broken.
Yep.
And you had to experience that and potentially became a product of it. So in ways you may be, like, reciprocating some of that energy, like, you know what I mean? And so for me, I wanted to create this book, not only to, like, kind of like tell my story, tell my family, my people's story, but immortalize them, you know? So I'm gonna like, I really only wrote the first one on me from when I was born till I was 18 when I first got signed.
Okay.
So, because I still got so much life to live, right? Yeah. So this is just part one of Lil Larry, but I'm doing, the next one is Generational Cure City, which is my cousin, rest in peace. Then after that, we doing Cedar Boo. After that, we doing Mama Jamma.
That is so dope.
Yeah, so I got plenty. And I'm going to do all of my different family members. I got an auntie that died in the Jim Jones massacre. I got a lot of family members.
Wait, so where's your family originally from?
They from California, but they're really from the Bay.
Okay.
So all my family, like, all my, like, elders, and even my elders that moved down to Southern California, they really all originally from the Bay. All of them. They love the Bay. They all Niners fans. And,
okay.
Yeah, and so a lot of my elder cousins and uncles, aunties and whatnot, they don't got shit bad to say about Jim Jones because they don't know the man that, like, went to Jonestown and poisoned the people with the cyanide and did all the nut shit. You know, they know the man that was, like, T.D. Jakes to them, Joel Osteen to them, like, opening the church and the building doors, letting them stay. Like, all my aunties, my mom's sisters, like, stayed there. Them. Yeah, they, like, it's crazy.
Have you seen Godfather of Harlem?
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of like that?
It's definitely like that.
Okay, yeah. I can see. I mean, it makes sense.
It's definitely like that. But it 1,000,000% makes sense because at those times, especially, like, that's why Jim Jones was able to, like, play on our emotions as a people because it was the height of, like, crack epidemic. Like, back then, my great-grandma, we called her mom, she used to smoke dope with her kids. Like, my aunties, my grandma, they all smoked because smoking dope was just like smoking weed. Smoking dope is how, like, all these kids pop perks and drink lean and think they cool. Yeah. That's what smoking dope was back then, so.
Yeah. I like how you said that we're, like, the first generation of, like, breaking generational curses. Or I feel like my dad broke the generational curse for my family, so I'm the first, me and my brother are the first to just have a shot at life.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a shot at life and doing things out of free will to the extent of free will that we have.
Right.
But that's cool. So what is it, like, when I read the story, am I just learning about your life, or is there, like, a takeaway from it?
There's a takeaway, but more than it's a takeaway, it's more you, like, reading about my life. Because, yeah, if I could be honest, this is one, don't let me forget, because I want to ask you, how do you feel, or what did your dad do to break the generational curses? Y'all family, if you don't mind saying.
Yeah, well, my dad was selling drugs. He grew up in Tampa Park, which is like a hood in Florida. Mm-hmm. Was about to end up in jail or dead, so he decided to join the military. Left, you know, but he really was heavily into music. Like, the reason I'm into music is because my dad was heavily into music.
Word.
So he rapped, he produced, he wrote for people himself. So he was always active in that. But pretty much he hung up his dreams of music and street life to take care of us.
Come on now. So
for me, it's like, you know, that is a sacrifice, you know, that I can never repay. Yeah. So I just have to be the best version of me. And even now, like, I did a tape last year with Osmond Benjamin.
All right, yeah, man.
Executive produced by my dad.
Fire.
You know what I mean? So it's like a full circle. Ooh. Like, everything I do is beyond me because I have to change the trajectory for my family. I was telling Matt that the other day. I'm like, I can't afford to fail. There is no failing.
No,
like, at all.
Yeah. And you only fail when you quit. You know, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, some days I'd be like, I'm
Who
tired.
you telling? Who you telling? Last night I was all in my own head, man. Just little stupid shit. But so no, I love that. And you absolutely, like, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm really good at, like, with conversations. Like,
he's an interviewer now. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, right. I could go over here, come over. I could, like, follow the convo, right? But so I think that's dope though, because same like your pops was the first one to kind of, like, make the sacrifice and be a little intentional with the trajectory of his offsprings and what that could potentially look like. I feel like the same like my mom, you know. And that's why I say we're the first ones, because it's not that we're the ones that did, like, my mom made sacrifices like your pops did, et cetera, but so that we could have a clear shot at life. Yeah. You know, and even then, I really still didn't even get a clear shot, but, you know what I mean? It was definitely, it was like, more fucked clear, up. Yeah. It was way more clear than theirs. But so to answer the question on the book, this is my first book I've ever written. And so I didn't do the best job at like bringing home a message at the end and stuff like books that I like.
Got you.
Right? And so I told myself, all right, cool, on the next ones, I'm doing another book that does not have nothing to do with generational cures. It's really a devotional. It's called Scriptures. It's going to be 365 devotionals for every day of the week called Scriptures.
Like that?
Yeah, but and that's dropping this summer. But my actual books, I'm going to like do better at like bringing the story home and giving you like a message like The Alchemist or something.
Yeah, because, The Alchemist. Yeah, I would like that. Because there's literally, you can learn something from everybody.
Exactly.
So that's why I was like, what are we learning from Lil Larry? But
right.
I think you're safe with this because you're still growing.
Hell yeah.
Like you said earlier.
And to be real, like, if you have a good skill set of like chewing up the meat, spitting out the bones, there's a lot you can learn. Because at the end of the day, it's still telling you about like my experience from being born till I was 18, which was a hell of an experience. All type of different trials and shit. I done have my homies go to jail for life, 15 years old, bringing 40s to school. Like, you know what I mean? I done watched niggas die in my face.
Growing up in Cali is it's like a whole nother world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
From down to like fashion to lingo, you just talked about whack it out and all that. Exactly. It's like a whole nother world over there.
In facts. Nah, niggas got hella lingo and shit. Then for me too, it's different because, I'm from the IE, which is, it's like equivalent to like being from like Buffalo, New York. The homies out here is from like Harlem and Brooklyn. So it's like the cool thing is to be from like Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, Bronx, and all that. But if you like Benny the Butcher from Buffalo, niggas ain't automatically trying to hear you.
I know.
Right? But you got to make them hear you. And now it's like them niggas is the dudes. I just went to a show and seen him, and them niggas is going crazy. So it's like, but I'm saying that to say, like, we have had to work quadruple time because we from the IE, and so we just get a lot of negative, like a lot of negative, just stigmas and shit that come with it. Niggas
I feel like that's just some hip hop shit because it's only in hip hop where it's like you got to be from the city. Yeah. Because I'm from a county too, so that's why I'm like, I think I don't even feed into that.
And then it's crazy though because it's so much deeper than hip hop, right? Because this is just some LA shit. It's some Cali shit. You know what I mean? Because it's LA. They be just taking all this pride, which is dope. I fuck with LA. I got all my peoples from LA. I be in LA. I live in LA. I threw some of the biggest parties in LA. Like, but so it be LA though. LA be taking that pride and being like, if you ain't from LA, woo, and it's all good. I get it.
I think titles and labels and shit like that ruin the world.
Yeah.
Like it's not that serious.
It's lames everywhere. It's corny people everywhere. It's gangsters everywhere. Yeah. It's killers everywhere. It's hustlers everywhere. It's real men everywhere.
That's why I don't pay
everywhere.
that shit no mind.
Shit lame.
Like that label you put on yourself, it don't don't move me.
No.
I'm moved by the man.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
What's your actions? What's your moves?
Telling you, I'm like, the synergy was great. I knew it when
we locked in.
I knew it when you sat down.
So when you say you did a project, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm interviewing you too, Nyla. Fuck that.
Oh my God.
The people need to know what Nyla really got going on at a high level.
Right.
So when you say you did a project with the homie Oswin, who I just met last year at South by Southwest, he's fucking fire, by the way.
Nuts.
But so how did you put the project out with him? What do you mean?
So me and Osmond did a tape together. So like I'll just like executive in the background, like this would sound good on this person.
Come on,
I like this person, and this artist should probably go this direction instead of that. I've been doing that for a long time. Fire. And whether people want to listen to me or not,
exactly,
it's on them. But I will say I picked a few records that have won Grammys this year or whatever the case may be.
Come on,
so I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about.
That part.
But I am new to putting out music. But yeah, I did a tape with Oswin. It was during the pandemic, and we were like just on the phone complaining about how shit is corny, and we just need some real shit. I sent him a beat pack, went back and forth on like ideas, and he delivered.
Crazy.
He delivered. Yeah. I'm like, nah, I love Oswin.
Yeah, I just seen something this morning of him rapping. I was like, damn, he one of the ones.
He's nice, man.
He hard.
But it's funny because it's hard these days because it's so much noise that like just pure talent just don't be like rising to the top all the time.
It ain't even about talent no more. Like niggas don't give a fuck about no talent. Unfortunately, the game it's crazy because I watch interviews, you hear a lot of these artists coming up and whatever. And so you hear different, you get two sides of the coin. So one, you either be hearing cats like, I just started rapping 6 months ago.
Man,
right? Right? Or sometimes you hear people like, yo, I've been rapping since I was 4. And they'd be like looking at them like and then you hear their music. It's like, ain't no way you've been rapping since you was 4. Because you ain't, unless you just have not given a fuck. Right? Because I literally been rapping since I was 5. My sister wrote my first rap when I was 5. When I was 8 years old, I was recording on the tape and boom boxes. I was 12, 13. I recorded my first shit on a CD. I rapped on Mobb Deep. You Got It Twisted beat. I got that shit on CD. Like,
you still got it?
No, I wish. But like, you feel me? So I'm saying that all to say, like, other than crump dancing, because crump dancing was big where I'm from, back in Cali, and gang banging, like, it literally will always be a mix in between wanting to dance, gang bang, or rap. You know, and dancing was a part of spirituality, because at that time, like, in order for you to crump for real, you had to be, we called it Christ up. You had to be a Christian, you know? So back then, the creators of the movement, Tie-Dyes, the homies, they used to push Christianity on kids. Heavy, though. We kids.
Wow.
These niggas used to be pushing this shit on us, though, like, hard. Like, if you not a Christian, you a whack crumper, you like Satan. They really was wrong,
reverse psychology.
No, yeah, they didn't really know what they were doing. Like, if you talk to Tie-Dyes nowadays, he knows he made a big mistake doing a lot of that. But we were all young. He was young. Yeah. So he was just hell-bent on his spirituality.
Yeah, he meant well.
So I'm saying all to say, it did give us a seed of a spiritual connection early. Okay. And so it would always be a battle between crump, rap, and gang banging. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm saying that all to say, like, I really have been rapping and making music, and it's very, 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 it's like everything to me. So when I see the noise, it be like, and I just came to, finally, I'm talking about maybe 3 months ago, I finally come to the realization within myself to where it's like, I don't see nobody else, though. Truly, I don't see a soul. I talked to my homie G Perico. He from the West. Like, that's my nigga. We just talked like last week, and we was just chopping it up about that. He was like, man, I don't look at none of these rappers. I look at brands. I'm looking at what Pepsi doing. I'm looking at what Heineken doing. I'm looking at what Levi's is doing. I'm not looking at none of these rappers. You niggas live at home with y'all moms and shit, or with your baby mamas and shit. Like, y'all niggas ain't. like, I know the real that's going on with rap niggas. Like, and it wasn't until I learned how to open businesses up. I got a nonprofit restaurant, things like that. Once I started making money outside of music, it showed me how
put things in perspective.
How childish and petty the music business actually is. Yeah. How much money ain't being made. No. How much fucking smoke and mirrors is just all over the place. It's petty. Yeah. You know, so.
You ain't lying at all, man.
Yeah. Now I'm like, so with all the noise, though, I finally am in a position where I don't even see it or hear it.
That's good. I was going to ask, like, that being said, you know, with it, what makes you still want to continue to put out the music? Because it could be frustrating when you see the shit like, I just started rapping 5 months ago, and, you know, I got fucking #1. Like, what the hell? like, what is it that keeps you going, like, you know what? Fuck the noise, I'm here.
Yeah, well, one of my real life mantras that I daily live by is, like, you don't lose unless you quit. Like, I really believe in that. So that's one. And two, like you said, I've had success in so many different areas and spaces within music to confirm that this is what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. Right? But it's all timing, which I'm well aware of. Like, because I know when I'm #1, which I'm going to be, right, it's going to be like a Drake run. It's going to be unpull downable. It's going to be unable. No one's going to be able to, like, snatch me down because all the bricks are going to be built. Everything. Because I've been doing this shit for a minute. I could pull up on Ebro. I could pull up on whoever. I done wrote for Travis Scott. I done wrote for Mariah Carey. I done wrote for all these motherfuckers. And I done been in this shit. You know what I mean? So it's really just, like, when it cracked for me, it's going to be so many people like, oh, I knew it. All these niggas, no, I've been knew. Like, all that, right? And I'm aware of that. But I'm just aware, too, that there's been times I've gotten in my own way. You know what I mean? I've gotten in my own way. I got a lot of battles. You know, I battle with, like, emotion, anger. So.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I've had to, like, check
that.
How are
you working on that?
Oh, I've been.
Therapy?
I've been did therapy and shit. But I, like prime example, we had a moment last night, right? So we had a moment last night where something didn't line up how it was supposed to, and I was like sitting there for like damn near 2 hours, like waiting. I'm literally falling asleep in that motherfucker, like. And then just for them to be like, "Oh, it's not today." Me 2 years ago, I would have been steaming because I was hot. I was mad, like I was a little frustrated, but I was with my frustration. It was more like, "All right, just leave." Communicate with the team, you know, but just before you say something or throw somebody's energy off and these niggas don't even want you to come, you know, or anything like that, just get up out of here, you know, and then communicate with the team, et cetera, go like meditate. Yeah. And then this morning, that's why like I hit my team this morning like, yo, new day, new play. What we doing? Like, you know, because it's a real thing for me, but it's not something that I enjoy. I grew up like, my mom had wild anger issues. My grandpa, her dad, had crazy anger issues. It's hard
when Black Americans, like our history, everybody's angry. Like, so
and you don't know it, like, and it's funny because everyone deals with their anger differently. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of people who don't realize they're angry as fuck, but they do
taking it out over here.
Or listen, the way that they deal with their anger is they shut down. So they don't think they're angry because they don't yell, they don't express, they don't blow up.
But now you're a zombie.
You're a fucking zombie. Yep. You don't have like, which is damn near just as bad. You might as well be blowing up and doing all the nut shit, right? So definitely therapy. I've done anger management. I'm actually looking for a new anger management because I did it a while ago. So I want to do it again, right? But I think to me the biggest thing that helps me above everything, and I just don't be as consistent like every day, is meditating. Every morning I pray and I meditate. And I like to meditate first, which is I meditate and I let God like talk to me, and then I pray and then I talk to God. You feel me? So every day I do that, my days be fucking awesome. Even when bad shit go on, I'll be like able to handle it. Yeah. It's the days I don't do that. And then I like...
You tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I get that. I've recently just started breathing. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even take no class for it, but I had reached the point like 3 weeks ago maybe where I was just so hot that I would just started breathing. I'm like...
It's meditating.
I feel so much better now. I even do it when I'm walking here. Yes. Like when I'm walking down the street.
Even when you just did it right now, even doing it right now, that shit felt incredible.
Yeah, it does something. And I never thought I'd be that person, because what's that Will Smith movie where he's like, inhale, exhale, breathe.
Which one? Because I know movies too. Which one? Fuck.
Is it the one where he's dating that girl?
Oh, not Hitch.
Is it Hitch?
I think it is Hitch. I think it's Hitch.
Yeah, when he's doing that breathing exercise. I'm looking at it like, this is silly. But now...
or
my big grown age.
Or woosah. Seeing the woosah.
Oh, yeah, that's
right?
it. Yeah.
Any of that type of shit, right?
That shit works.
Man, because that's what I had to learn about meditating, and meditation. So, like, anybody watching this, the same way I look at, like, prayer, I look at meditating, which there is no rules. Mm-hmm. Like, people be trying to create, like, a certain standard to how you, like, spirit talk, which is what I call praying. And then how you meditate. Like, you just meditated right there. It just was quick. Mm-hmm. But the moment that you focus your thoughts and center your energy onto one thing, which is, like, breathing, you're meditating. Mm-hmm. Your eyes ain't got to be closed. It ain't got to be all this shit. Like, but it can be. Yeah. But, like, for me, it'd be moments. That's what I was doing yesterday. Like, when that shit happened, I just start breathing. They keep asking me questions like, is this good for blah, blah? I'm like... If it gotta be, man. Like, y'all just tell me what it is, and I'm gonna just... Because, these dudes don't know, and they're incredible. Like, my team is dope, but they don't know this side of me.
J. Cole has his line, and then I'm a pivot, because we're gonna get into a whole spiritual novel. But Facts. J. Cole has this line on For Your Eyes Only on this record called Changes, and he's like, I believe his God is real, he'll never judge a man, because he knows us all, and therefore he'll understand the ignorance and pain to make you take your brother's life, the bitterness that got you beaten on your wife. And I'm like, damn, man, that is so real, and I hope it's true.
Right.
Like, I hope that's true. Like, yeah, if God is real, he will understand, like, each and every one of us, because he created us. Man. And he's not going to judge us. Like, he understands, like, all right, that was a hurdle. You dealt with it how you dealt with it. You either show and prove, you grow. Like you said, you wake up every day and want to grow, or you don't.
Come on.
So
listen, I got a song, me and my bro. It's called Eternity, and I literally wrote the hook to the song based on a question. It was literally me asking a question, one to God. Respectfully, like I don't consider myself a nothing religious because I deal directly with the source. Like I talk to the plug every day. I don't need no middleman.
Plug every day. God.
I don't need no middleman. I'm tapped in. So, but being tapped in, I wrote this hook, and it's the song's called Eternity, and I said, how we supposed to burn for eternity for a lifetime of sins. That's the whole hook. How we supposed to burn for eternity for a lifetime of sins. You know, and I read this book called Love Wins by Rob Bell, and he's like this Christian pastor with a big old community and all that, and he had an epiphany one day because he was listening to two women behind him at this conference where some guy was on stage talking about Gandhi, and then they were like, oh, too bad Gandhi's going to hell. And he thought, like, who are them to say Gandhi's going to hell? Like, what makes them think Gandhi's going to hell, which sent him down the rabbit hole spiritually? And this is a pastor who's been a pastor for 10 plus years or so. So saying that all to say, the book really showcases that God is love, and that's it. Like, all God is love. Love is God. Love is my religion. And love wouldn't do that. Like Kid Cudi, King Chip, I'm just what you made, God. Just what you made, God. I'm just what you made, God. I'm just what you made. Like, you made me, man. So I'm not getting in trouble for nothing that you created this. And if I do get in trouble, like I thought of that too. I told my mom this because my mom's a diehard Christian. My family, a lot of them. But I stand on this, you know, when I say this. Like, if God forbid, like, hell is real and heaven is real, which I don't believe. But let's say it is. If I gotta burn in forever for 30 or however long I'm alive, and then all these people, I got homies like my little nigga Demontre that died when he was 15. I got my bro Harold that got smoked when he was, like, I got a lot of homies that died before they could learn shit like I learned. Yeah. Read books, have children, and change their lives and shit. Are they gonna burn forever? And if so, God, I don't want to go to heaven. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. That shit ain't right. It's not right. It's a club that I don't want to be in. It's like cool. I'll be down here with these niggas. And I'm saying that on the thing. Yeah, we'll talk about this later. Yeah. we'll get deeper into that. Yeah. Let's get into No Sleep in the City. Come on now. We're talking about hooks. And my favorite hook on here is On Go. On Go. Shout out to my brother Kai. Shout out to Dreamville. Yeah. Yeah. You got great people on here. Ray Vaughn. Yeah. Very West Coast, actually. Exactly. All your people. Intentionally, though. Okay. Yeah, extremely intentional. Because if, like, first of all, like, on my solo music, I haven't even collabed with that many West Coast artists. Like, my first solo project I put out was called Color. I had my homie Tone Stiff on there. I had Coda the Friend on there. Oh, yeah, that's not West Coast at all. At all. And I love Coda. He's one of my favorite rappers. I had Tone Stiff, Coda the Friend, and I think I had G Perico just, like, talking on the skit. Then he has a cool ass voice. His voice is flawless. Yeah, it's so awesome. And then my second project, which is Foes, which is like streams incredible still, makes nice money for the kid every day, and I put it out independently. But I got Wyclef on there, I got Boss on there, I got Vince Staples on there, I got I forget who, but it's like definitely not all West Coast out. Cause I don't even be like, but so with No Sleep in the City though, I intentionally wanted to like tap into West Coast artists that I fuck with, that I think are like dope, that rap good to me. Yeah. To create a base like for my section, for my people, for my region. You know, like I'm a new artist as a solo artist, so I still have to like build those foundation pieces, and people got to know where I'm from and know it. Like for real, they got to know my family is cripping at high levels. They need to know like I love Black excellence in business and spirituality and Black women and marrying your woman and raising your kids and not being a pussy, and I love all those things. Yeah, it definitely feels like West Coast. When I listen to it, like I feel like I'm in your world. Exactly. Like, or at least in that world over there. So what was so this is your third project, solo artist. Yeah. Where would you say from the first one to now, like where you are and what this project is presenting? It's actually my fourth, because I put out Craps and Carols, and I put out a different one. So it's like, I actually got like 5 little mixtape, like 2 little EPs. Well, no. I put out Colored, I put out Foes, I put out the Price EP with Motown. I put out Craps and Carols, and I put out another little EP before that. Then I just put out No Sleep in the City, so that's 6 projects solo. But some of those were like the little tapes and shit, Craps and Carols. It's me just putting out content and music to feed my people, feed my listeners. But No Sleep in the City, I've had like half of this shit done since like last year. This shit was supposed to come out last year as just some like appetizer shit, you know, which is what it is still. Okay. No Sleep in the City is like turned up. The BPMs is up 90, 95, 100 BPM, you know, real wet shit. But that's not like, I did that purposely for my people to be able to have that.
This is like foundation work.
It's a brick. Okay. We building a brick by brick. Yeah. That's and it's a core brick. Mm-hmm. But let's get that brick there. Let's stand with some of my IE partners like Spank Nitty James, who killing it. Yeah. My boy True Car, who from LA, but he done been in the IE. You know, I wanted to stamp myself solo in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm from. And like you said, how when you listening to the music, it sound like you in the city, you in the region. Yeah. That's my goal. You know, every time I create, I want to just like get in the car, I'm in the driver's seat, and whoever's listening, it's like hop in the passenger seat. We finna hit this liquor store. They go to the liquor store over there. They go to homies, they shooting dice. They go to Candy Lady. They go to black-owned businesses over there. Here go the spiritual spot over here. We can either go meditate. It's the mosque. It's all types of shit over. You know what I'm saying? It's, let's sag around.
Yeah.
And, so, but my music, like everything moving forward, the entrees, the lobster tail, the steak, the lamb chops and shit that's coming. You heard? Like
we had Brooklyn Chop House.
Oh man, we had Brooklyn Chop House with all the next shit coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping a project in April.
Oh wow.
An album in April, and then I'm dropping I'm not letting up. I got records with T-Pain, Alex Vaughn. Yeah, I got some scary shit on the way.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so I'm coming for it, though. I'm coming. That's what the project was for, the region, for the city, but I'm coming for, the world. I'm coming to be number one. I'm coming to, separate the, play rap with the real creation.
Shit, I'm
creators.
Definitely looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah.
Tours, shows, what's happening?
Hell yeah. So we got a show in L.A., though, at the Peppermint Club, which I'm excited about. It's going to be sold out for sure. We toured last year. I toured last year with Big Crit, which was incredible. Definitely, lining some shit up. But for me, I'm I want to do my own shit. So, granted, I want to go fuck with some people and go on a run with whoever, but I'm, putting together my own shows. So, the Peppermint Club, I put that show together.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Let me see.
Right, we've been all over the place.
I feel like I learned a lot. This was an information dump real quick.
Yeah.
But good stuff. I guess the last thing I wanted to touch on is, since you and Hit Boy grew up in the same area, you guys have a relationship?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's my brother. He just texted me last night. He texted me this song. Damn, I don't even know. Well, yeah, I can't say it. You know, it ain't too crazy. But he texted me this song that he wrote about his son's mom. Because he was so, he been going through it, and his son, Lil C3, shout out to C3, shout out to Berdiowski and PJ as well. But Lil C3, little. So he's still probably 2, maybe, max.
He's young, yeah.
Very young. So I was explaining to bro, because he put in one of the lines, what'd he say? Basically so many words, I had to stop the homie years ago from going to kill his BM. Because if I wouldn't have did that, it would still be free him. And he was talking about me. Yeah, because we was it was when I first had my first son, and this wild ass shit happened with my child's mother back then, and me and him was together though. We was at at this crib. I forget where we was at, but we was together, and I stormed out the fucking crib, no shoes on, to leave from LA to drive all the way to IE, and I didn't know what I was finna do.
This is damn anger.
Yes, the anger. And this is my son's 11 now. He maybe was 1. So this is 10, 11 years ago. So my anger was through the roof back then.
Yeah.
Oh, I left out the crib, no shoes, no exaggeration. No shoes on. Like, I'm stormed out that bitch. And he had called me and, like, literally, like, talked me off the ledge back then. And it was funny because he always told me, and still to this day, he always be telling me, like, he never understood where that pain, that passion, that emotion even came from. Until you have a child. Nigga, until your child's mom is like, you could do everything on the, everything under the sun and, still get treated like a deadbeat.
Look, man, relationships are complicated.
Yes, they are.
They are so complicated.
Yes,
I'm not even going to go down this trail with you.
Nah. But that's what I explained to him, man. I told him, like, it obviously gets better, et cetera, et cetera. But that's my bro.
It's also an adjustment period.
Because what people don't realize with children, especially, like, when it's time to co-parent, if you decide, okay, we're not going to be together no more, depending on who's the one that's hurt and don't want this to be over,
it gets bad.
It gets tough, right? But it gets so easy later on. Like, my nonprofit that I have, which is City Cares, shout out to City Cares program. We feed the homeless every Thursday. Breakfast burritos, orange juice, coffee, clothing, every single Thursday. We don't miss a beat.
That breakfast burrito sounds fire right now.
Fire. Good breakfast burritos, too. But my first son's mom is on my board.
Oh,
she's one of my board members on my nonprofit. Cause that's my nigga.
Yeah,
that's my ride or die right there. But yeah. So like, hit boy, that's my family. I slept on his mama floor. Like, I didn't have to pull guns out of house parties at his mama house and shit to walk his mama back to the house. Like, yeah, that's my nigga for real. We was signed to him. We were signed to him, HS87. We had a song called Grinding My Whole Life that was in New York going crazy. G-Unit remixed our record out here. Like, we was spinning like crazy on Hot 97, Power 105.1, all the New York stations. We was booming out here. Like 2012, 13. That's my family,
That's
we all kind of just had
came up.
Yeah, and everybody had their own little paths and kind of finding their way.
But it's all gonna come back full circle.
Oh no, me and bro worked.
Already,
so he was on my second project, Bad Dreams. He produced Bad Dreams. We're doing an album. We'll probably do an album like this year, ideally. I don't want to say the name, but the name is nuts. I can't wait. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my brother.
I love that.
Yeah.
This was great, man. Great meeting you.
It was incredible.
Shout out your gram. Let everybody know where they can follow you and tap in.
Yeah, follow the IG at The Price. My bad. At The Price. Just follow my IG. And then colordnt.com. You feel me? But The Price on IG, because then I could segue y'all everywhere else.
I'm about to say, he got a lot going on. So just follow.
Definitely, man. Follow up and, come spread some love, spread some energy, man. We just building Black legacies. That's it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by.
I appreciate you. Now, Simone, you're killing it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you're building. I love to see more of our people that stand for, like, the right shit and stand for, like, real music, real elevation, like, flourishing in this world, and in the media space. It ain't been much of it in a long time, and when they do, they be lame to me. So I fuck with you. I fuck with, I appreciate you having me here. My bro, Matt. Appreciate you, Matt. Fuck yeah, this shit was dope.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate that.
Come on.
Till next time, guys. Peace.